Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth with me, Banto. Banto's finally back again. I've been sick for about a week now, but I'm back almost healthy again. But I'm back now, and I've really been wishing to get back again. I've really been hoping like maybe tomorrow Banto will be good again. So that's what I've been hoping for like a week almost. But I'm here, I'm feeling better. So what are we doing right now? We are working on my weaver's house here, which they have come not that far with really. That's something we're working on, and something I would like to do is these houses we have currently. I saw that I forgot to change this one to be a roof tag, by the way, but what I would like to do is to get some of these fireplaces and put them in these houses. So this is the fireplace, it's from the Nordling Kingdom mod. Really awesome thing. So what it does do, if you don't know, you drop it here, and at night there will come up some fluffy, awesome looking smoke from our houses, which just make the entire town looks a lot more alive than it would without it. And I really have a hard time to go without it. At 10 nowadays, I always kind of do chimneys on my houses because it just looks so awesome, and something we will have to maybe do one here on the Blacksmith House. I do have one here, but this one was more intended for like work and stuff, and I see that I have one more block here that I need to go and recolor. And I also want to say another thing. So I had a lot of trouble before, like when you click different things like that, this UI element down here, it was really slow, and together with the StoneHearth team, we actually found the cause of it. And if you have a lot of templates, which I do, I have about 200 templates. In total I have like 600, but in here in the game I have about 200 inside of here with a lot of different ones. And what it did, it had to like redo this list every time you clicked an object in the world. It redid that thing, and for me it has like made the game so much better than it was before. It feels almost even like when you click like when you're designing a house and put out blocks and stuff, work with houses, it feels like that thing is even faster as well. So if you play with the latest Steam Unstable version, you might notice a bit of an improvement. Like I think even if you didn't have a huge amount of templates, it's a lot better than the game having to like recreate this list every time when you click an object in the world. So I'm really happy about that. Another thing I did to show you guys more like who you guys are on the request list, an easy way, I added an Google document, so you guys can find it in the description. So you can check out which name is in the list, and you can see what's upcoming, what's been added. I added some text to the bottom to explain a few things in the text and stuff like that. So hope you guys gonna like that. Let's see if we have someone more that we maybe should be named here. We got Alex here. Let's see who this is gonna be. So this is gonna be Squishy Pumpkin, that's a request from the previous town. And Abby Gwarin, our Mason. Gonna name this person Artemis. So there we go, currently everyone is named, and we will be getting more people. And I think I might go to, currently we should be having about 23 requested names in the list. But I think later on, depending on how the town will run and everything, I might be adding like a few more names to the game, but we will see that at a later point. So maybe we should think about like doing a chimney for the blacksmith and work on improving that a little bit. I just want to check a few things first before we go ahead and do that. I want to see our troop. We got Lanabir, our cleric. We do have 2 footmen. We got Gwen, Kirito. I just want to see kind of what equipment we're having for the moment, if we need to do something new. Iron mail, wooden sword, a rough wooden buckler. Same here. The cleric should have the basic outfit. And I've seen a new thing, by the way. I'm not sure if this is part of a mod I got, or if this is actually part of the game nowadays. You have this little thing here. So if you get a Hearthling stuck somewhere, let's say you get stuck inside a house or stuck on top of a roof and you have no way to get down and stuff, you can click this thing and then click in the world, and that will teleport them with magic. Instead of having to go into, you know, open a console and type in teleport while having something selected, you can just do it in game if an Hearthling gets stuck. So I think that's really awesome to see that in the game directly. So what we should do before we move on to the house then is to make some better weapons. We want to make some stone mauls. So they are a tiny bit better than the wooden sword. And anything better is always better. So let's see for this house here. Do we need anything? Looks like we're pretty good. We might have to chop down a few trees. And I think also my tree stump mod should be working. So Bruno that made it said that it wasn't updated, but I do have it on Steam Workshop, so it should be updated. And it shouldn't show and give the incorrect stumps here, because I had some of those smaller tree stumps where it should be these big oak tree stumps. Okay, so where do we want to fit a chimney for this one? Before I was thinking of having it like here, but I don't feel like that's a good place. Maybe we can take one of these windows and remove it and have it in this corner maybe. I wonder if it's gonna look silly to have like two of them, or maybe it's better to have it here. We will see. Okay, let's check this out first. Oh, we got a goblin raiding party. But I think we should be good. These guys can be quite dangerous. I'm just gonna fall back a little bit and then we're gonna go and attack them again. But these guys you really like, you should try to get on cleric pretty early on so you can handle these guys a lot better. Because these guys can hit quite hard and have a lot of health. Sometimes these guys are also like the first guy that will attack you from the goblin camp. But sometimes they aren't, so sometimes they come a little bit later, and I think they did with our town. Which is good because it can get quite dangerous if you don't have a cleric when they come. Lana Beer, level 2 cleric, awesome. Okay, so I was thinking maybe this side, so we have one here and one on this side, instead of having both at the same side. I think that could be interesting. So then we will probably remove that window. And I don't really have any like furniture in here yet, so don't have to remove that, but let's see here where we're gonna be doing this thing. I kinda wanna do it in the corner, I kinda like it that way. So it should be here, and then we need to remove this. And that's where the chimney is gonna be sitting, so we should be removing this window. Be like that. Because it's just gonna be weird if there's a window there, right? And this is another thing that has become... I noticed it has become faster when you're messing with these tags when you're building. This has also been fixed with the bug I reported, so it's awesome. Let's go ahead and we're gonna make a nice chimney, and we're gonna use some stone for this. It's gonna be sitting in this corner, and I kinda like to do it this way in the beginning. I started to do it because that will give more light inside the house, because this fireplace gives a little bit of light as well. And then we can connect it somewhere around here, I think might be good. Maybe only do that first, and then here we connect it all. We have to check with the roof. I guess it should be fine since I did remove everything. Do it like that, we just gonna look through. And I like to have it like at least one block over the roof that is the highest roof next to it. You could go further, but I think it starts to look silly if you go too far. So I kinda like it like that. Maybe we could do it a little bit higher. Maybe one more block should be good. And then of course we should go in and we're gonna color this a little bit as well. Size it up. This looks a lot nicer than just having one solid color. Kinda looks like an unfinished game that has added something and they never got done with it. Got to texture it pretty much. And let's go inside. And it's pretty good also, like if you want to see this thing, it's good if you tag the roof to be a roof before you even build this thing. Because if you have blocks, like the roof here, and this one, if you haven't tagged anything, if you change the roof here, it will also change that one because they are connected with each other. But since we built this after, we should even be able to assign this to be like a wall, and it shouldn't affect this one. Because this has a roof and this had a block one. They weren't connected because they had different tags pretty much. So it can be pretty useful. That's a little quick tip. But even I should use more than I do. So let's see here. Make a nice little fireplace. Maybe a little bit of extra there. Then we can throw in we can do a fireplace directly here. And what to keep in mind if you're using the Northern Kingdom that adds these fireplaces. If you have a really tall one of these, you have to use this one instead of the big fireplace. Because the smoke goes way further with that one, but I think these two, you should be totally fine with a smaller one. But I do have a bigger one in this one, which I might be keeping, maybe. Did we get a blacksmith yet? I'm gonna check it out after this food merchant. Let's give them some omelette, let's do that. Keep our people a little bit happy with that. Oh no, we need to get a little bit better food. So perhaps we should look into getting a cook. I'm not sure if I crafted a spoon yet, I'm gonna do one. And then we're also gonna get a blacksmith hammer so we can do some workbenches and maybe some decorations and stuff and boxes. So we're gonna put to make that, but we do need to have a little bit of copper to do that one. Gonna remove that ladder, we don't need you anymore. And let's see, they're doing pretty good here. But we need to find some copper, and the best option is probably up here. We do have a tin there. The thing with this game, if you don't see any resources sometimes in these places, you just kind of have to go up closer to the mountain, and then it will pop in some resources. You can see actually what the mountain has to offer for you. Did I add a ladder somewhere? I don't see any ladder. So I think I will add one here, where we also have a little bit of mining job inside. And I'm gonna go up here. And we can grab a little bit of tin, we're gonna need later anyway. But then I probably will add some ladders here, just so I have some Arvling go up there and explore a little bit. That's looking good. I think I wanna maybe remove some of these darker spots here. I'm not sure if I think they really fitted so good here, so I might do it like that instead. Maybe a little bit too dark. Let's see for the inside, you can also do a little bit here. So, and we can take this really bright one again. These things doesn't really matter, but I just like doing it. I like to put some extra details to things. That should do good, and maybe here around this, maybe. Could go in for like a darker wooden color around it. Could go all the way, but not sure. Do I want to do that? Maybe I do. Could work. So this would be the blacksmith's like living place where, you know, he'll be sleeping and stuff. And maybe he has a wife or anything here as well. So I'm gonna do 2 comfy beds in this house next to each other here. And we can do some dressers. Can search a little bit, that's a little bit faster. If you have a lot of mods, it speeds up a lot to use the search function for sure. Just wish there were a little X thing here so you can just remove the text like in one button, would be awesome. And I also added back another mod that I forgot to add to this one. It's called the Loadwell's Lights, a continuation of that mod. And it adds like these things, a lot of different lights, which is really cool. And also added the mod Signery, which adds a bunch of new signs to the game. And then I'm also trying another mod which is new on the Steam Workshop. It should be on the front page. It's called Bigger Backpacks, and what that do is to make your backpack bigger pretty much. So it makes your Hearthling able to carry 10 items at a time. But it only seems to work like when you get new Hearthlings, so our current 13 Hearthlings, as I understood it, will not be able to carry more items. So I think it's an interesting idea. Maybe 10 items is a little bit overkill. Maybe like 6 or 8 would be better. I think the standard is like 3 or 4 or something. Maybe 3 in a backpack and 1 in hand. See what this guy is holding. He's only holding one thing, so he's not so good at holding things. But this guy here is holding one little seed, and he's also having 3 oak logs in his inventory. And with this big packs mod, it can help a lot. Like, it can speed up the building, you can speed up cleaning out resources that's on the ground, which happens, at least to me, very often. There's a lot of trash on the ground. As you can see, we still have a lot of trash here, so. And I think I want to add some like crates and things here. At some point I want to do that. Did we get the benches I wanted to craft a long time ago? Just came up with that in my head now that I was about to do that. Because I wanted to see if we can put some benches here. And that way our town center can become even more alive than it is. So I'm gonna put to make 8 of those. Do good. We got goblin thieves. I was gonna put to make some swords and also some farmer tools so we can sell them for some gold. Goblin thieves up here. Let's bring the soldiers. They are quite weak, these guys, though. Compared to the red armored guys, they are super weak. I kind of want to deal with these guys because if you take this guy down, you will actually get this guy in the bone maze that he's holding. It's pretty cool that you can actually click it. So it's actually in his hand. That's pretty cool. Did we got that for mining up there? Okay, we're fighting. Lonemir's coming. Oh wow, he got a strong hit right in the face. It was good that we got that awesome trade before, so we got some iron mails that has helped our troops quite a lot, Sounds like there's some enemy left, but I can't see them. I'm just gonna try to head over here, destroy the little camp here, so we can kind of get these guys out of the way. And another thing they did recently, also by the way, with the game, if you're on the unstable release, which everyone can be on Steam, they lower the battle music, like the volume of it. And I think it's good because I felt like it has always been a little bit overpowered compared to all the other music in the game. So I think it was a good thing. And let's see here, we're gonna suspend this one. And instead we're gonna focus on mining up in the mountain because that's where the ore is at, so that's where we wanna be. I haven't really seen any other ore except for the tin. We have a little bit more tin there. Okay, here's a copper vein, another one at the side. Do we have any closer ones? I think we might have to go for the ones I saw there. It's kind of far away, but we will need some copper, so. Do it like that. I think that should be good enough for mining for now. Add some extra ladders. Okay, so let's see, can we actually get the cook I was wanting to have? We only have Jeff that is a farmer now. So it would be if he becomes a cook then. See here, we got some invaders again, I think. Oh, they were really close. Okay, our troop is already ready, awesome. But that means we need to get a new farmer, and I think we should have at least 2 farmers in this town. I don't think one is gonna be enough for our needs. One more thief here. Get him, boys. Here we go. Build to level 4, awesome. Jeff, level 1 cook. And he actually helps on the farm. When he's not busy, he does help on the farm. But let's go inside here and we're gonna see who's gonna be a farmer. I think Fuggnugget, you're gonna be my farmer. But I'm not sure who else should be one, or if you should just go for one for now. I feel like we need another one. Maybe a squishy pumpkin. You could be on the farm. That sounds good. The squishy pumpkin is farming all the pumpkin for us. A little bit of carrot at the side. How are we doing this house? Decorative throw rugs. Let's see, how is our weaver doing then? Kinda low on the silk, so we will get a little bit more as we go. Right, to remember to harvest those flowers and the silk here. We have quite a lot of flowers. And we probably have more seeds already, so. See how many we have. We have a few seeds at least. Sark Black Hammer arrived with the equipment. Okay, let's see. This guy usually have some pretty good stuff. So we can buy some stone axe and we can buy stone maul. I'm not sure the difference in damage. They might actually be exactly the same. I think this is from the Northern Kingdom if I remember. But axes are more cool than the stone mauls, I think. Not sure. Do you guys prefer mauls? Do you guys prefer axes? I like axes. And then we can also buy some scalier leather boots, slightly increase the worker's movement speed. So more speed is always better. And we can buy some headgear, so let's do leather skull caps. We could maybe, let's buy one more set of armor. Because we might be like, you know, getting another soldier eventually. And then it's good to have a spare around. You can sell them clay, we're not gonna use that. Not for now at least. Here we go. How are we doing with this objective? 4 out of 10 items, and we have gone through more than halfway, and spent is almost done, and golden hand is pretty good. So it shouldn't be too far until we reach that, so we can complete that mission. And upgrade our hearth that will give us a level 2 town. Nice, now we had enough food, awesome. Runa Pounder has joined. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 2 mind, 1 body and 6 spirit, so very high spirit, could be maybe a healer. I kind of want them to have a little bit more body when a healer, but it could work. So this girl is gonna be named Nico, so welcome. Town, hope you get an amazing time here. So let's get started with the cook for a little bit. We do need to get some workbenches, and I also need to queue up some things, some food. We almost have no vegetable. Is everything we have meat? Oh wow. So let's make sure we make some savory meat stew. That's gonna be our main thing to maintain. Then we're gonna do some vegetable. And we're also gonna do a slab of roasted varanus. Gonna be very tasty. Some varanus. And a little sign for later. We will get some kind of tavern, some cafe or something later on for sure. Little inn for our people to visit. Have a little place to eat and stuff, would be awesome. But that thing about the vegetables, that tells me that we really need to get like 2 farmers. And Peppa Pig, our trapper, has made sure that we had enough meat, so we had enough food. And also we do have a lot of berries, but not sure how many we have, if they are the same as the vegetables or how that works really. Okay, they're not the same as the vegetables. So it's good we have a lot of berries, and also that we had Peppa the Pig the Trapper here. Because without that we would never be able to do this. Okay, so I think we will maybe add the workbenches maybe at a later point. Since we don't have a blacksmith yet, I think we have to wait with that. We can do some more storage. I wonder, can I reach this one over that one? I'm just gonna give it a try and we'll see if it actually can work. So we do have another space in here. And this could be, you know, it could be like a shop or something, or it could be more of like a storage. I think it's gonna be a lot of storage for sure. And I think some leather-bound chests would have been nice to have in here. We can also do like this chest as well. A little bit of combination in here. Maybe we can do a little store thing actually. That's kind of like that idea. So we're gonna do a little thing here. That, or maybe a little bit wider. The share there should be nice. Kind of a barrel outside here. Always looks nice with a few barrels and a few crates outside, I would say. But maybe that's something I think we added later because we're gonna do a road under here. And then it might become troublesome. Not sure if it will. Let's actually keep it there. Because we can just like move it a different place and move it back later on, and that should be fine, right? And I think we could get maybe some extra light in here, why not? Let's do maybe one of these twin candle holders. This is from Home Sweet Home. I really love these candles, they look awesome. Where do we want to have this? I was thinking of like at the counter here. I think that's a pretty good spot. If we want to, we can even like change the flooring a little bit. Maybe it looks a little bit more used, like been a lot of people visiting here, and over time it has a little bit damage, a little bit repairs and stuff. Why is it leaving this thing? That's good. No more solid colors. Where's the camera going? Okay, so that's pretty basic. We might add more things. So I'm searching. I was hoping for seeing a blacksmith sign in here. These banners might look pretty cool. I kind of want to have them because I think they look pretty awesome. I'm not sure if they're like fitting here or not. The reason we can probably not do a blacksmith sign at the moment is most likely because we don't have a blacksmith yet. So I think we have to wait with that a little bit. But we have come a little bit further with the blacksmith, guys, so I'm happy with that. And it's good to be back again. And I hope to be fully healthy very, very soon again. Because it really sucks to be sick. It's just, you know, it's a waste of time, I would say. But guys, thanks for checking out today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to check out the Google document where I put on all of the names requests for this town, so you can see if your name is on it or not. So thanks for watching today's episode, guys. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more, click the bell to know when Banto is uploading, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, have a great time, see you soon again.